Hey, I see you there. I hear you. I know you have a history of narcissistic abuse. How do I know? Because I do too. And I want you to know that I so admire your courage for leaving the relationship, for choosing to put your health, your well-being, your safety first. I know how hard that was. And I know that now you're struggling with having broken free and learned some skills around boundary setting and other things, but you find that you keep attracting more narcissists into your life, whether that's as romantic partners, friends, coworkers, bosses. It's like you're a target, just drawing them in. And you don't know how to make it stop. And I know that you're still feeling the effects of the trauma, the effects of the abuse, that you wonder if you're good enough, if you're worthy of finding love, if you're actually lovable. You wonder if life gets better or if it just continues to be a matter of walking through the motions, getting by. Because deep inside somewhere, you know that you were created for something bigger. You know that you were created for something more. You know somewhere deep inside that your trauma may be the catalyst that you needed to becoming exactly who you are meant to be in this world. I know how that feels because I've been right there with you. And I want you to know that that target on your back, it's not your fault. You were groomed by previous narcissists and other toxic people to create subconscious scripts that have been running in the background, making you think and behave in a particular way that is extremely attractive to a narcissist. Those self-doubts, that confusion that you feel, is so common among narcissistic victims, and it's entirely possible to eliminate it. Years ago, when I left one of many narcissistic relationships, I vowed to really understand trauma. I wanted to unhook the trauma that was stored in my own body, in my own energetic system. I wanted to unhook it for my children. I did not want my children sitting on a therapist's couch in their 40s, realizing that they had recreated a similar situation. I wanted to be done with it once and for all. I wanted to give my history, my trauma, meaning. And I studied and explored and I learned how to do that. I want you to hear right now that it is entirely possible to extract that trauma out of your body, out of your physical structure, out of your energetic structure, and all of the physical, mental, emotional, spiritual symptoms that go with it, the fatigue, the insomnia, the overwhelm, the chronic headaches, the chronic back pain, the irritable bowel, the things that go with it will often go away too. I want you to know that's possible because you deserve it. And I want you to know that it's possible to extract it without reliving or reprocessing that trauma. I remember going in for trauma reprocessing therapy for years and going and sitting on the couch and, just sobbing for an entire hour. I couldn't go to work after that. I couldn't go pick up my kids after that. My eyes were bright red and puffy. My nose was bright red and puffy and running for the next 4 hours. There were things that I needed to face consciously in order to break patterns, but it was not necessary to relive every excruciating detail of the trauma. And when you extract it, rather than reprocess it, you eliminate the need to relive it. I also, when I started this journey, I can tell you, I didn't think I had time. I know I didn't have time for self-care. I was the woman who was running around saying I just need an extra 3 hours a day, working as a doctor, single parenting 5 children. Life was crazy busy. I was lucky if I got 15 minutes of self-care a week in. The idea of doing more, the idea of adding sessions for this or that healing modality just seems like too much. And yet, when I extracted the trauma and I started to connect more deeply to myself, life became easier. Before I knew it, I had that extra 3 hours and then some in a day. I had time for self-care and for my family and my friends and for myself. I want that for you too. And as you know, if you've seen any of my other products or services, I have created for you the things that I wish I had. The things I wish I had 10 years ago that would have made this journey so much easier. The journey from Narcissist Victim to Antifragile Narcissist Survivor. And I've created a group program to help you make that journey as well. Rather than make this a one-size-fits-all program, this is entirely tailored to you and to your needs. Each month you have 4 trauma extraction sessions. Those are done in a group format on Zoom webinar so that your participation is entirely anonymous, if that's what you choose. No video, no audio. You can interact with me or with the group in the chat, or you can choose not to, and no one would be the wiser that you're even there. You don't need to state your trauma out loud. You don't need to relive it. You actually end up rejuvenated and clear and ready to start your work week, rather than feeling like you've just been run over by a truck. Twice a month, we are going to do 2 90-minute sessions. These are going to be a combination of teaching on things that people in the group are asking and need to know, and Q&A. And through the monthly meeting with your advisor to guide you through the program, we'll ensure that your question is asked and answered within a matter of days. Your advisor is going to recommend articles, videos, content that I've created so that you don't have to sift through the hundreds of pieces of content that are currently available to find something that might serve you. Your time is too valuable for that. The program includes a Facebook group for group support. It's entirely optional. Again, if you wish to be anonymous, that is entirely possible. It just provides an extra place to be seen and heard and validated in a safe, private space. If you're ready to jump in, if you're ready to say yes, not to me, but to yourself, to committing to healing this trauma once and for all, to moving forward in an empowered way and creating that life that you know you want and deserve, I've got a few bonuses. First, I'm going to offer you guided meditations that I've created, guided meditations for healing, for sleep, for clarity, that you can listen to whenever and wherever you wish, so that they can greatest serve you on your journey. Second, I'm going to offer you the class that I created to teach others how to not just manage, but expand their time. How I got those extra 3 hours a day. Working and single parenting children was really hard. Having an extra hour, an extra 2 hours, an extra 3 or more hours a day, what would that be worth in terms of your ability to take care of yourself? The time to read materials or watch videos, time for self-care, time for reflection, journaling, the trauma extraction. I want to make it easy for you to be successful. And the third bonus is a 30-minute clarity consult with me. I'll tell you, my husband thinks I'm crazy. Those currently go for $1,000. My time is crazy busy because I create a lot of free content because I want to serve you and this community so deeply. And I want to give it to you right now for a limited time. I'm willing to make those available as part of the program. A single clarity consult to get you started, to figure out exactly where you're at and help you move forward in the best way possible. The rest of the details are on the page. I invite you to read them, to take a look, to see if this is right for you. And then I invite you to say yes and join me in this program where we can really move the needle on your healing, taking you all the way from narcissist victim to anti-fragile.